This morning in the Morning Blend, we have back with his Tara Peterson with Crenshaw Peterson. Good morning.
Good morning, Bob. How are you?
I'm good. Listen, I want to talk to you about a ladybird deed. I heard about this. I don't really know much about it, but is this beneficial for people?
Yes. So a ladybird deed is a tool that we use in estate planning to protect our assets and the house, the land, the cottage type of assets. So real property. And we can put a beneficiary directly onto the deed, and it helps to protect that property. What we don't want to do is limit the owner's rights in the property. And sometimes if you do just a beneficiary deed, a plain beneficiary deed, it means that the owner can't sell it because there's somebody else who's going to get it after them. And we don't want that. So a ladybird deed does add a beneficiary, but it also reserves your rights in the property to say, I can still mortgage it, and I can still sell it, and I can lease it, and I can, rent it out. Any of those things, they still have the right to do. So it's very beneficial in estate planning.
Okay, so what are the risks associated with it?
So the risk really with a ladybird deed is who the beneficiary is going to be, because if we put an individual on there and that individual passes away, so a parent picks a child and then the child passes away before the parent, where does it go? We end back up in probate court, and that's where the problem arises. So they tend to work better if we put a trust as the contingent beneficiary, because in a trust document, it specifies where it goes. And if we list a child, if the child passes away, it's already built into the trust where it goes next. It would go to that child's children, or it goes back to another child. And so it's already built into that, which works a lot better.
What are some other tools that we have at our disposal when we're talking about estate planning?
Yeah, with real property, we can do some other types of deeds. It really just depends on what the goal of the client is. Sometimes we have cottage property that we want to make sure stays with the whole family, and we might do a different style deed for that. And sometimes we have a bunch of rental properties, and we want to make sure that the rental properties are protected and that they don't, they stay rental properties for the benefit of the children, or, and in that you will usually put it into like an LLC, or that they get sold in the estate and the proceeds go back to all of the beneficiaries. So there's some different tools we can sometimes use for that.
Yeah, interesting stuff. And people should plan this early, right?
Yes, plan as early as possible. The more planning that you do, the safer you will be.
All right, well, we're going to put all your information on the screen so people can call you and set up an appointment and get their plans going. Thank you, Tara.
Thanks.
Always interesting.